And now to our series, Summer of Love. On Thursday, we helped you up your dating game and improve your online profiles. Well, now this morning, we have a new app that may just save your relationship.
What's going on with us?
Every marriage faces a bump or two in the road.
It's like we're not connecting.
And for many, that can lead to marriage counseling, like we see in a recent episode in Blackish.
Why do you always do that?
I'm going to stop you.
This morning, with nearly half of all American unions ending in divorce, couples can now get marriage counseling at their fingertips with the rise of new mobile therapy providers like Talkspace.
Talkspace is online therapy.
And apps like Ultimate Intimacy and now Lasting.
Based on 125 longitudinal studies about marriage, Lasting created fun exercises, engaging audio tracks, and quizzes for couples that distills the most important relationship information.
While an hour with a therapist can cost between $90 and $150 on average, for $12 a month, couples using Lasting have access to personalized counseling.
My partner makes me feel appreciated. I have to strongly agree with that.
Happily married couple Christine and Dave Sachs say they were interested in using the app to maintain the good health of their marriage. After 8 years together with a 10-month-old baby boy and another bundle of joy on the way.
Hi.
The Chicago couple putting the app to the test.
80% of the time. What? Why are you moving your thumb down that far?
So you think you're at 60%?
I think I'd be at 70%.
I'm gonna put you at 60.
Taking one of the hundreds of assessments offered.
It made me think of a lot of things that I haven't given attention to.
Through direct questions like that, you're definitely reminded bluntly if you're doing everything you can to be the best person you can be in a relationship.
You kind of got to give light and change with it, otherwise you could end up in the dust.
And Bela Ghandi, the founder of Smart Dating Academy, is back with more on this. So you work with couples all of the time. So what's your takeaway from apps like Lasting to help couples work through their problems?
I love the intention behind this app, and I think it's great just to give yourself even a relationship tune-up. But if you find that your relationship is starting to slide downhill, or maybe the wheels are starting to fall off, then it's definitely time to bring in a counselor, in addition to maybe also using the app.
Right, so I mean, and we mentioned in the piece, the counselors can be expensive, but does there reach a certain point? Is there something specific you can point to where you say, you know what, the app's not gonna work, you're going to need to physically see someone face to face?
Yeah, you know, when you start to think, I might be better off alone than with this person, when you're at an impasse, when you know what you think, you know what he thinks, and nobody's going to budge, which causes lots of arguments and screaming and conflict, it's definitely the time to have a counselor if you don't already. That might even be too late at that point.
It's actually perhaps the best way to spend your money, because you're going to be spending money in the divorce anyway. Might as well put it towards a counselor in the beginning to hopefully avoid that.
Try to salvage it and go to counseling ASAP. Even if you think it's a small issue, small issues are what turn into big issues.
Exactly. It's never the issue you're fighting about, right?
Amen.
It's always the underlying. You can tell I've had some therapy. All right.
Something else. Dig deeper.
What are your tips for couples who are trying to just revitalize their relationship?
So this is a great one. Do a 30-second hug. Yes, a 30-second hug where you time it. When you get that close to each other for that long, you kind of melt into the hug and you start to experience oxytocin, which is the attachment hormone, which kind of starts to fuse you back together again. And then second, look for 3 great things on a daily basis that your partner says or does for you. Especially as women, we fall into that negativity bias where we look for what's wrong instead of what's right. Force yourself to look for 3 things, write them down, and tell him. And then if those arguments do start, which we all know they're inevitable, have a strategy called de-escalation. That means either of you, when you start to push each other's buttons, you get to say stop. It's like boxers going back to their corners. You get to cool off and come back to it half an hour later.
Amazing advice. I love that. Bela Ghandi, thank you for joining us. As always, we appreciate it.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.